Your phone knows exactly where you are, not roughly, within 3 meters. Even though you're standing on a planet spinning faster than a fighter jet, hurtling around the sun at over 100,000 kilometers an hour. Somehow, it never loses you. So, how does it actually know? The answer starts with a satellite the size of a beach ball, launched decades before smartphones even existed. And it ends with your phone quietly using Einstein's own physics just to help you order a burrito. In 1957, the Soviet Union launched Sputnik, the first satellite ever put into orbit. As it passed overhead, its radio signal shifted pitch, the Doppler effect, the same reason a siren changes pitch as it passes you. By tracking that shift, scientists could pinpoint exactly where Sputnik was. Then someone flipped the question: if we can find a satellite this way, could a satellite find us instead? That flipped question became the seed of GPS. The idea was so powerful, the military moved on it immediately. Imagine guiding submarines and missiles with pinpoint accuracy without ever seeing your target. For years, only the military had access to it. Then, in 1983, a passenger plane drifted off course, crossing into restricted Soviet airspace. Moments later, Soviet fighter jets shot it down. 269 people died over a simple, fatal navigation mistake. The world suddenly realized getting lost was no longer a small mistake. It could be a death sentence. Weeks later, that same technology was ordered open to the entire world. Okay, satellites exist, but how does one actually tell your phone where you stand? Every satellite carries a cesium atomic clock, one of the most precise machines ever built. Think of each satellite like a lighthouse. Every second, it flashes the same message: I'm here and it's exactly 2:17:34. Your phone waits for that flash and measures exactly how long it took to arrive. Since that signal travels at the speed of light, the fastest speed anything in the universe can travel, your phone can calculate exactly how far away that satellite is. Picture the first satellite drawing one giant circle around the Earth. You're somewhere on it. A second satellite draws another circle. Now there are only two possible points where you could be. A third satellite draws one more circle, eliminating one of those points. Just one is left, and that's supposedly you. But there's a catch. Your phone's own clock is cheap and slightly off. And at the speed of light, a timing error smaller than the blink of an eye would put you hundreds of kilometers from where you actually stand. So a fourth satellite exists purely to catch that error and fix your broken watch. Four satellites, three to find you, one to fix your watch. Here's the part that sounds completely ridiculous. GPS would literally stop working if Einstein had been wrong. Two invisible forces are fighting over every single satellite clock. Special relativity is trying to slow it down because the satellite is moving so fast. General relativity is trying to speed it up because it's sitting so far from Earth's gravity. The result? Time itself flows differently for those satellites. In the end, gravity wins by just enough. So every satellite clock ends up running faster than every clock you've ever owned. If satellite clocks are constantly drifting out of sync, why doesn't GPS just fall apart? Engineers already knew this was coming, so before each satellite leaves the ground, they deliberately slow its atomic clock down. They tune it to the exact rate needed to cancel Einstein's effect out once it reaches orbit. Skip that correction, and your position would drift by 10 kilometers. every single day. Within a short time, the errors would grow so large that GPS would become hopelessly inaccurate. So, next time you unlock a map on your phone, picture what's actually happening behind that little blue dot. Your phone is listening to four satellites 20,000 kilometers above your head, each one carrying an atomic clock, each one corrected using Einstein's theory of relativity, which means every time you open Google Maps, humanity has ever built without ever seeing it. After that signal travels 20,000 kilometers at the speed of light, your phone usually finds you within about 3 meters. Every single second, your phone is quietly proving one of the strangest ideas in physics. Not in a laboratory, not in space, but in your pocket, just so you can find the nearest coffee shop.